Kaya ka bumili ng property, hindi para magkaroon ng kaaway. Hindi ka nagbayad ng malaking halaga para sa property na yun. And at the same time, maraming sumusugod sa bahay mo. Just to tell you, dapat hindi mo binili ang property na yun dahil yun ay hindi sa kapatid niya, dahil yun ay sa kanya, etc. etc. Those are unnecessary. If there is a doubt, one way or another, when you are discussing this property with your family, with your friends, walk away from it if it's not clarified. Again, it is not worth it to buy a property that will give you a lot of headaches. Hello mga ka-Fromdy! Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching me again. If you are new here, my name is Rosel, aka From the Abroad, and I am your Pinay expat here in the Netherlands. I upload videos every Tuesdays and as much as possible Saturdays. So if you don't like to miss any of my videos, please don't forget to click the bell button. And if you like this content, please don't forget to subscribe and like. I decided to do this video to help everyone as much as I can. This is definitely going to be relevant for people living in the Philippines. I have so far very good experience in buying a property here in the Netherlands. No doubt, it's scam-free, fully digitalized, and I am very much comfortable with entrusting them with my hard-earned money. Well, first and foremost, maybe you are here because you are ready to buy a property in the Philippines. Well, congratulations to you. And because you work hard for this money, of course you wanted to make sure that you will buy a scammed-free investment. And I made this video to make sure that I can help you with few important considerations that are very basic for you to avoid being scammed. Just a very brief information I would like to share. I have had many experiences of going through a very difficult process just to transfer the title or transfer the ownership of a property that I am buying. I, in one point, or maybe until now, is still in the process of clearing up one of the properties that I bought because it is anomalous. And I think if I just did these few basic considerations, I would not have had experienced this. And this is what I will teach you now. Because this scamming on buying a property in the Philippines should stop. It should stop. And there should be no more victims of this in the future. The first in the checklist is to know the status of the property that you are interested to buy or is being offered to you. And what do I mean by that? Is it legally titled? Does it come only with technical tax declaration or OHA? Or it has both? Is it used as a collateral for a bank loan? And as such, is it not cleared yet by the bank? Meaning, nakapasok pa ba siya sa bangko at may utang pa ba ang nagbebenta sa'yo? To me, this is the most important consideration because it influenced how easy it is to ultimately transfer the property to your name. Checklist number 2. Who is selling you the property? Are you buying it directly from the owner? Or you are buying it via a salesperson or a middleman? To be honest, there is no difference if you buy it from the direct owner or if you buy it from the middleman. It's completely up to you. But I think it is important for you as a buyer to know who is the owner and to have at least a casual chat about the property, about him or about her, over a coffee. And then you can also have some questions related to why are they selling the property to you. And also take note at the same time that the name of the owner that you are meeting and that they are declaring they are the owner should be the name that is listed in the title, in the tax declaration and OHA as the owner. Not their parents, not their sisters, not their son, them. If it's Maria de Guzman selling it to you, and de Guzman has letter S and not a Z, it should be that all the legal documents should have exactly the same name. You need to check it because it will be a big mess again later on if it's not completely aligned. If you find out that it is not them, there are potentially some issues and you feel uncomfortable, just don't think anything else. Just walk away politely and refuse buying the property. The third one is know the history of the property. And what do I mean by that? This is related to reasons such as, is this land have an outstanding case in the court? Did someone own this illegally? Or is it a land that the family is fighting over to own? This is very tricky to check, and definitely it's going to be a complicated activity for you as a buyer to undertake. But if you know your way into this just by asking people around, maybe there is going to be a very good lead that can give you the idea. Sometimes just interviewing some of your friends who may know the property can give you already a little bit of the history. And indeed, if it is under a family feud, I would recommend you to already walk away because you don't like to be engaged within that family feud just to transfer the title of that property to you. Kaya ka bumili ng property, hindi para magkaroon ng kaaway. Hindi ka nagbayad ng malaking halaga para sa property na yun. And at the same time, maraming sumusugod sa bahay mo just to tell you na dapat hindi mo binili ang property na yun dahil iyon ay hindi sa kapatid niya, dahil yun ay sa kanya, etc., etc. Those are unnecessary. Right. And the fourth one that I would highly recommend as well is to visit your local registry of deeds to check the recorded status. And when you have only tax declaration or OHA, also double check that the lot number, normally this document will have a lot number, is not assigned to a different person. And you can check this in the cadastral map. And you can request for this information in your local registry of deeds. Trust me, this will save you from headache just by a simple questions to them. And if it doesn't align or it is not right, the document that you are given, again, walk away. You still have this option. Don't buy. The fifth one I can recommend is to do a little bit of survey on your own in the neighborhood where the property you are interested at is located. And what do I mean by that? Normally, salesman or sales agent will always tell you all the positive sides of the property. That it is cheap, it is big, it has a lot of trees, everything that will entice you to buy. They will not, if they can avoid, tell you the negative sides of it. I'm not telling that all sales agents are like this, but this is the tendency because they need to sell to get a commission. And you cannot blame them because it is what it is and you cannot force them to change, right? But what you can do is to do your own investigation. Just like what I said, go to the neighborhood and survey. Maybe what you can do is just go there to the site, talk to the barangay captain, ask someone, maybe the kagawad, or maybe the tanod, or maybe a person beside the sari-sari store buying something, and just ask them. Very simple question. Or a security guard if it's a villa. Just ask them a very basic question. So for example, if you're buying a farm, you can ask them, what is the status of the water connection in that area? Do they have a regular supply of water? Is it highly pressured enough to make sure that you can clean your piggery if it's going to be a piggery? Do they have good electric connection? Do they have always brownout? If you're buying a rice farm, how many times in a year do they harvest? Does it have a good irrigation system? What is the relationship of the farmers in that area? Do they fight? Or what is normally the situation in the barangay or in the neighborhood? It's also important if you are buying a property to live, for example, or a house, that you also check the status of safety in that area. Is the location of the property you are buying behind or beside an area where there are a lot of riots? Is the property at night being converted to a big garage area because a lot of your neighbors doesn't have a parking lot? Is it noisy at night? You can also drive by at night and see how it looks like at night. Early in the morning, middle of the day, you can do your small investigation and survey in the area before you finally decide, this is what I am looking for. So those are the 5 checklists I have for you. I hope they are all helpful, and I hope that via this video, you were able to have a very basic guide. One thing I can say, don't hurry up to buy a property because there will always be one. Good luck on your search and the right property will come. Just wait. It will come in God's time. Thank you. Bye-bye.